Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Let's get into our email. Let's see what we got going on. Let's take a look at this one. It says, hey, I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have time anymore. Can you help? I'd love it if I could finally play League of Legends. So can you do that before 7 days? I like nice and shiny new components. Have you heard of Team Group? They're meant to be pretty good. So a budget of $3,750. Build a PC that can play League of Legends at recommended spec. Let's go ahead and accept that one. This next one says, hey, so I hear you're good at building PCs. My previous PC was benchmarking 6678, so I want at least that. Can you do it in 8 days? Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. Have you heard of Asus? They're meant to be pretty good. Budget of $2,750 to get a 3D Mark score of 6678. I think we can make that happen. Well, let's accept that one. Then we'll do this repair here. It says, you work with computers, right? Can you make some repairs for me? I was experimenting and, well, I don't think I'll do it again. I'm going to need it by 2 days at the latest. It seems a bit dusty inside. I'm a total Team Group fanboy. So a budget of $1,400 to replace their RAM and their graphics card. All right, I think we can do that as well. Let's go back to this first one though. League of Legends. Let's pull up Will It Run. Let's get down here to League of Legends. Recommended spec needs an i5-7600 and a 1066 gig. Pretty sure for their budget though, we can put something a whole lot better in there. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts for this build, put in the shopping cart, and I will be right back. For this League of Legends build, we're going to go with the EVGA X299 micro motherboard, an i7-9800X, an EVGA CLC240 liquid cooler, 4 sticks of Team Group T-Force Nighthawk, 16 gig, 3200 megahertz with the white LED. We're also going to put in an EVGA RTX 2080 Ti for the Win 3, a 3 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, 480 gig Team Group SSD, 1200 watt power supply. We're going to put all that in the EVGA DG77 in black. We're going to add 4 Corsair HD 120 RGB LED fans. All right, let's close out. Will It Run? Let's go to this next build. We need to get a 3D Mark score of at least 6678. I'm going to step away, get some parts put in the cart for this one, and I will be right back. For this next build, we're going to go with the Asus Prime Z370A, an i5-8600K, a GamerStorm Captain 240 in white, 4 sticks of a Trident Z Royal in silver 8 gig, 3200 megahertz, an Asus ROG Strix RTX 2070 Super, 1 terabyte hard drive, 1 terabyte Corsair Force MP600, a Silverstone NJ520. We're going to put that all in the Corsair iQ 220T RGB airflow case in white. We're going to add in another Corsair LL120 RGB LED fan. All right, let's go up to this fix. Let's see what these parts are we need to replace. Looks like we need to replace a stick of RAM and this graphics card. So I'm going to step away, get those put in the cart, and I will be right back. Okay, so we got the Zotac Gaming RTX 2080 in there, and we're going to upgrade their RAM a little bit. We're going to put in 4 sticks of RAM for them instead of the 1 stick that they have now. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got everything for next day delivery. Let's buy it now. Let's go end our day. We can get in all of our parts and our repair, and we can get to work. All right. There's all our parts. Here's our, oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh man. This might officially be the dustiest case I've gotten in. So yeah, that's something there. Let's get these other cases up on workbenches. Let's get our post-it notes. Let's see. Kennedy Dawn goes with this one. And a Logical Birdie goes with that one. Oh my goodness. That's crazy dusty. Should we dust the outside before we even open it up? I don't know if we can. I don't think it'll let us. Let's take this side panel off. Let's clean the dust out of this. It doesn't surprise me it stopped working. This thing is filthy. There we go. Maybe I should take this side panel off just to be sure it's clean all the way around. Oh man. Alright, so they need this graphics card out. Let's pull this thing out of here. Well, let's grab their new one. That's definitely broken. And I did get the same thing. Good. Alright. Scroll back down here. Let's get their new graphics card. Let's get that thing installed. Let's get this old stick of RAM out. And let's put their new ones in the right position. We're going to put in 4 sticks of RAM. Come down here. Let's get rid of this broken one. We're upgrading them from 4 gig to 8 gig. As well as adding 3 more sticks than what they originally had. Let's do fits this PC. It'll save a little bit of time. Let's get these installed. Then we'll make sure this PC wants to boot. Let's see. What kind of cables are those? Are they these? They are. Okay. Alright, well, moment of truth. Let's make sure this thing boots. Let's hop into the BIOS really quick. Make sure XMP's turned on. Really, that's the only storage they have. Okay. Alright. There we go. Let's get this case put back together. We can get this out in the hallway and get started on our first build. Out in the hallway with you, you dusty beast. Let's get working on this new build. Let's see. Let's start. Let's get the motherboard in here. Got the Asus Prime Z370A. There we go. I think this dust filter needs to come off the top. Let's get this thing ready for CPU and RAM, though. Getting 4 sticks of RAM. Let's grab the processor first. We've got the i5-8600K. And we've got 4 sticks. What am I looking for? Memory. 4 sticks of Trident Z Royal in silver, 8 gig, 3200 megahertz. There we go. Let's get some thermal paste on that CPU. We should be able to go ahead and get our cooler installed. It's the GamerStorm Captain 240 in white. Let's get that up here in the top of the case. We do have another case fan. For this, we've got the Corsair LL120. We're going to put back here in the back of the case. Very nice. All right, let's get some storage installed. Got the Corsair MP600. Get that in. Let's get these out of the way. we can go ahead. Actually, got a hard drive to go in. Let's go ahead and pop the hard drive in here. While we're on this side of the case, let's grab our power supply, the Silverstone NJ520. There we go. Now we're ready for the graphics card. Got the Asus ROG Strix RTX 2070 Super. We will get that installed. We should be ready to cable this up. See what we got for cables. Should probably buy some more cables. Let's see. Maybe some black and red. Get everything cabled up here. There we go. Oh, better cable up the cooler. Won't do much good if it doesn't power on. Let's go ahead. Get a USB drive in this thing, and I think we are ready to power it up. Hop into the BIOS. Let's turn on our XMP. While we're at it, just for fun, let's go ahead. Let's overclock this a little bit to 4.5 gigahertz. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. Let's let the OS install. All right. Do we need to do anything with... Yes, we need to do something with lighting. That is not great. Let's get our lighting app on there. We also need a 3D mark, so let's get that installed. We'll let this thing restart. Let's adjust some lighting first. Let's see. Change all of that. And all of that to white. Missed one. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get a 3D mark running. If it blue screens, since I overclocked the CPU and didn't run OCCT, if it blue screens, I will come right back and show you guys. Otherwise, I'll come back as soon as we have a score. No blue screen, and we got a score of 9,118. We needed 6,687. So no problems there. Let's close that out. Let's get this case put back together. And we can get this thing out in the hallway and get started on our next build, the League of Legends build. I think that turned out real nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's get this out in the hallway. Let's get started on this mostly EVGA League of Legends build. Let's see. Don't know what all needs to come off of this case. Probably everything. Everything needs to come off of this case. Let's see. And I think I'm going to replace these fans. Let's pull all of those out as well. There we go. Nice empty case to start with. Well, let's grab our motherboard. We've got the EVGA X299 Micro. We'll get that installed in here. There we go. Get this thing ready for CPU and RAM. I think only these top ones open up, so we're good on that. Grab our processor. We've got the i7-9800X. Very cool. Let's grab our RAM next. We've got 4 sticks of Team Group T-Force Nighthawk. 16 gig, 3200 megahertz with the white LED. So there we go. Next, we'll get some thermal paste on that CPU. Then we can grab our CPU cooler. It's the EVGA CLC240. Get that installed. There we go. I think this is a 3-wide graphics card. But before we do that, let's get some storage in. Got the Team Group Party A 480 gig M.2 drive. We'll get that installed. Also got 3 terabyte Barracuda. Let's install that too. And while we're on this side of the case, we may as well put the power supply in. Got the EVGA Supernova 1200 watt platinum power supply. Let's grab our graphics card. The EVGA for the win 3 RTX 2080 Ti 3-slot card. Beast of a card. All right, let's get some case fans in. Not those. The Corsair HD 120s. Let's see. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to put it, but it'll work. Get down here. We've got 2 more to put in. And the last one. This case should have plenty of airflow. For sure, for sure. Let's put some of this case back together. Get that top panel on. Get the dust filter. Say front panel. Let's unplug this. We can get the PSU mount on. And then we can get the PCI lock on. Then we can unplug everything and put this back cover, back panel they call it, on the case. Now it's coming together. I think we are ready. Didn't mean to click that. I think we are ready to cable this thing up though. Let's see. Let's do some cyan and white. Get everything cabled up here. And the hard drive. To grab a USB, get that installed, and we can power this thing on. We're gonna have to change some colors. We'll hop into our BIOS. We will turn on our XMP. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. And let this thing install the operating system. There we go. Put the lighting app on. Let it restart because we've got crazy colors going on. Okay. Let's make everything that cyan color. There we go. There we go. Let's get this case put back together. That looks really, really nice. I like that. Those colors are pretty sweet. Okay. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. Let's collect some money. Get that out of the way. Let's collect this fix. 5 stars. Very, very nice. Let's collect this build. Another 5 stars. And we will collect this build. Excellent. We got more emails, got some daily deals. I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. It's free, so just hit it. Doesn't cost you a dime. Be sure to stay safe out there. Wash your hands. And I will see you in the next episode.